Welcome to ENN. I'm Charles Santini.
And I'm Lindsay Higgins.
Coming up this week, Edinboro is considering getting rid of their 4th of July fireworks display.
And we also have information on the construction of the UC.
And Matt Barr filling in for KC on sports.
All this and more coming up next on ENN.
With Charles Santini. John Trainer. And Casey Cants on sports. And now, ENN News.
As part of the ongoing University Center construction, the SGA has begun moving the SGA store from its location in the UC to Lawrence Towers. The store will still feature the same items it had in the past. Also, Greyhound bus tickets will still be available from the SGA store. The store is located in the main lobby of Lawrence Towers. It is directly behind the residents' mailboxes. A grand opening is scheduled for sometime next week.
The Borough of Edinboro has decided that it may be time to remove its annual 4th of July fireworks display. The display is about 25 minutes long and has been ongoing for 6 years. The total cost is about $22,000. Currently, the organization only has $3,000. Plans are underway to eliminate the celebration and picnic that go along with the display. If funds cannot be acquired in time, the display will be shortened or canceled. In other community news, the Highland project has begun. The former Highland Golf Course is being cleared, and developers are planning a Days Inn, a new Perkins, and several other stores. The employees of the current Perkins will be relocated to the new Perkins once it is built.
On Tuesday, March 21st, Edinboro University continued its commitment to Women's History Month. The Delta Sigma Theta sorority held a breast cancer awareness forum in the University Center. The event, titled Support Our RACs, featured presentations from Dr. Andrea Jeffress and Dr. Hank Hill. The speakers informed those in attendance about self-examination, risk factors, and new treatments for the deadly disease. Also in attendance was breast cancer survivor Dr. Lois Garland Patterson, who spoke about her own personal experiences. Breast cancer affects 1 in 8 women over the age of 80.
A collaborative effort between a few universities and colleges in Northeast Pennsylvania has led to an exhibit called The Children of the Holocaust. The event features several posters that are hung throughout a display in the Wiley Arts and Sciences building. There are several panel discussions and films being shown with the event. Some of the colleges associated with this project include Allegheny, Penn State Barron, and Mercyhurst. The event will run throughout March, April, and May. The group feels that it is important that we remember the terrible events of Nazi Germany. And I'll never forget, when I was in high school, I went to the Holocaust Museum, and it's just so terrible, everything that happened, and it'll always have an impact on me.
Yeah, I was there too, but I went there too at one point, but I was pretty young. I don't really remember much, and I'd really like to go again
I'm definitely
someday.
looking to go back. If you haven't been able to check it out, it's just a great experience. More ENN after the break.
At Norman's Deli and Pizza, each pizza is hand-tossed and made fresh for every order. Whether you like plain cheese, pepperoni, olives, or anchovies, Norman's will be happy to make a pizza that suits you. Norman's offers 2 separate dining areas for your enjoyment and a pool table that can be used free of charge while you wait or eat. Norman's also has an extensive menu from subs and salads to peanut butter and jelly. Norman's Deli and Pizza is locally owned and operated and available for dine-in, delivery, or carry-out. Norman's is located in the College Park Plaza off Darrow Road.
Getting around campus and town has never been so easy. Just show your Edinboro student ID card and you can ride the EMTA Edinboro Express Shuttle for free. Whether it's a class across campus or shopping at the other end of town, the Edinboro Express Shuttle can get you there and back safely and quickly. The Express runs Monday through Saturday for your convenience. Pick up a schedule at the UC Center, on board, or check out the EMTA website.
Get on board EMTA.
Edinboro will be hosting its annual Evening of Science on Monday, March 27th. The program is put on by the various science departments on campus. There are 3 sessions that will be held at Macomb Fieldhouse. The event is designed to bring awareness to elementary-age children in the field of science. A large number of students from Edinboro will be on hand to perform demonstrations and experiments in front of the children. The National Science Foundation sponsors the event, and a list of descriptions of the experiments performed will be available nationwide. Expect ENN to have full coverage of the event next week.
Macomb Fieldhouse will be the site of the keynote address of the annual open house. The event will be held on Saturday, April 8th. Dr. Pogue will host the address to incoming freshmen at 9 o'clock in the morning. The event will feature brunch at Van Houten, speeches, instant admissions, and walking tours. There will also be financial aid sessions to help incoming students. If you're interested in attending graduate school at Edinboro, you are strongly encouraged to attend.
Despite the snowfall, construction kicked off over spring break of the UC. Construction vehicles have been moved in and work is well underway. The multipurpose room area and lobby have been stripped down to almost nothing. The area between the UC and Macomb Fieldhouse have been blocked off and are for construction access only. The project was expected to begin at the beginning of the spring semester. However, very little work was done until now. The project is expected to take 36 months and will feature a movie theater and an upgraded food court. Yeah, so I was in the UC the other day, and I was really surprised because, where the multipurpose room is and the lobby was, there's just a wall there, and it's kind of surprising.
Actually, I went to get something to eat there, and I couldn't park in the north parking lot. I had to walk all the way from Macomb.
But it's really exciting to hear about this stuff. They're getting like a movie theater. I kind of wish I was going to be around to enjoy some of that.
So we really can't enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, more news after the break.
Are you a graduate student who has an issue that you would like addressed, but you don't know who to take your concern to? That is what the Graduate Student Council is here for. Come to us and we will go to bat for you. For more information, call 814-732-2856 or stop in the graduate office in Reeder Hall. Graduate Student Council goes to bat for the grad student.
Stars and constellations have always been interesting to children and adults alike, and college students are certainly no exception. The Edinboro Planetarium Club offers a great chance to learn more about these mystical lights in the sky. The Edinboro Planetarium Club meets 2 times a month in the planetarium located on the first floor of the Cooper Science Hall. For more information, contact Sean Peters at 732-2493.
It's the end of the world as we know it. At least that's the theme of this year's Art Prom. The event, which takes place on April Fools, will run from 8 p.m. until midnight. Doubling as a fundraiser, the party is $3 at the door, or you can bring canned food and cut the price to just a single $1. It may be called the last party on Earth, but looks to be a good one. Free food, live music, and even prom pictures are included.
Edinboro continues a fine reputation for animation on March 31st by hosting animator Marcy Page. Page has been a successful animator for over 30 years and is not shy to awards. Most recent is an Oscar for her short animation, Ryan. She also was an assistant animator on the Emmy Award-winning Doonesbury Special. The event, which is free for all to attend, will allow Paige to talk about her 30-year career and should be interesting and useful for all animation students.
For those of you interested in theater, you may want to check out the production of A Shayna Maidel. I was able to find out more about the upcoming show. This semester, Professor Kim Wagner is directing the Dramatic Activities production of the historical drama A Shayna Maidel by Barbara LeBow.
A Shayna Maidel is about Holocaust survivors after World War II is over, reuniting in New York City.
It's about estrangement and how a family is trying to cope with the situations that they've gone through and basically find resolve.
For the past 3 weeks, the cast and crew have been hard at work preparing for the show's opening.
People should come and see the show because there are elements of it that we can find in everyday life within our own families, and we've worked really hard on trying to get our characters down and try to portray that in a way that everyone can understand.
The performances will be held Tuesday, March 28th through Saturday, April 1st at 7:30 p.m. in the Diebold Center for Performing Arts. There will also be a matinee performance on April 1st and 2nd at 3 p.m. Tickets are $3 for students, $5 for university employees, and $7 for others, and they can be purchased online or at the door.
And we obviously aren't a theater production, but we do have Casey Kansas understudy Matt Barr filling in on sports right after the break.
Model United Nation is a great place for people to come together and meet other people. It's also a great place to debate certain issues and learn more about other foreign countries. The Model UN meets every week in the UC. For more information, contact Elaine Gibson at 732-3244.
Flag football, we did,
What do you think, man? We could have done better. I think we could have done better.
Good thing we're better at covering stories than
In sports in a minute, guys.
All right, you ready? Matt, you take volleyball.
Gotcha.
You take the football highlights.
Okay. Who are you going to cover?
Soccer.
1, 2, 3, break! Gotcha.
The Edinburgh Fighting Scots women's volleyball team. Flag football got underway this week.
The Edinburgh wrestling team finished 24th in the nation.
We must protect this house! Hello once again, sports fans. My name is Matt Barr, your host for Sports This Week. Casey Kant has the night off. Let's get right to it. For most of Edinburgh students, this past week meant spring break and lying on a beach somewhere warm. But for the wrestling team of Edinburgh University, spring break took on a whole new meaning. The Scots traveled to Oklahoma City, where nationals were being held. There were 3 wrestlers who attained All-American status this year in Sean Bunch, Deontay Penn, and Gregor Gillespie. All 3 finalists finished in 3rd, 4th, and 7th place, respectively. Bunch was top seed in the tournament after finishing 2nd in nationals last year, but ended up just dropping the match in the semifinals to Purdue's Chris Flieger 9-2. The last time that Edinburgh wrestling team sent all 3 All-Americans was back in the year 2000. We here at ETV would like to congratulate the wrestling team on all their accomplishments this season. Over spring break, the Edinburgh Fighting Scots men's basketball team headed to beautiful Wilson, North Carolina to play first-round NCAA tournament game against 2-seeded West Virginia State University Yellow Jackets. The Scots came out shooting the ball quite well from the floor and 50% from three-point range. The second half was another story, though, as Edinburgh was unable to stop the fine shooting display of the West Virginia Yellow Jackets, shooting 46% from the floor and 50% from three-point range and going an impressive 91% from the free throw line, making 33 of 36 shots. Darren Telsch led all scorers with 34 points and 12 rebounds, but the final score favored the Yellow Jackets 103-89. With the end of the Division II basketball season coming to a close, Edinburgh's own Darren Telsch was named to the NABC All-Star team. The All-Star game will be played at the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame on Friday, March 24th. Telsch was chosen out of 265 teams. Darren averaged 18 points per game and 9.5 rebounds per game this season and was also chosen first-team All-PSAC. Congratulations to Darren on all his accomplishments this season. The Lady Scots basketball team played in the NCAA Division II tournament over break as well this past week in a first-round matchup against University of Charleston, who finished the regular season with an impressive record of 29-2. Halfway through the game, Edinburgh found themselves clinging to a 29-27 lead and actually increased that lead by 6 points in the second half. But the Golden Eagles of Charleston would not be outdone as they would go on a 14-0 run to finish out the game and advance to the next round with a final score of 71-62. High scorer in the game was Charleston's Lisa Lee with 24 points, while Edinburgh's Kelly Calderon finished with 18. Great work on a job well done for the Fighting Scots this season. And in final notes for this week in sports, the football team is 2 weeks away from spring training, and Coach Browning has made 2 new additions to his coaching staff in Kim Need-Bala and Keith Braxton. Also, the Fighting Scots softball team is gearing up for another season after returning home from Fort Myers, Florida, where they were unable to come away with a win in 2 games, losing to Winona State 10-1 and then losing to Wilmington 7-6 in 8 innings. The season kicks off March 25th at Fairmont State, West Virginia. Good luck on the season, girls. That pretty much wraps it up here at sports. Matt Barr is filling in this week, but Casey Kans will be back next week for all your sports action. We'll see you next week, everybody.
At Norman's Deli and Pizza, each pizza is hand-tossed and made fresh for every order. Whether you like plain cheese, pepperoni, olives, or anchovies, Norman's will be happy to make a pizza that suits you. Norman's offers 2 separate dining areas for your enjoyment and a pool table that can be used free of charge while you wait or eat. Norman's also has an extensive menu from subs and salads to peanut butter and jelly. Norman's Deli and Pizza is locally owned and operated and available for dine-in, delivery, or carry-out. Norman's is located in the College Park Plaza off Darrow Road.
Getting around campus and town has never been so easy. Just show your Edinboro student ID card and you can ride the EMTA Edinboro Express shuttle for free. Whether it's a class across campus or shopping at the other end of town, the Edinboro Express shuttle can get you there and back safely and quickly. The Express runs Monday through Saturday for your convenience. Pick up a schedule at the UC Center, on board, or check out the EMTA website.
Get on board EMTA.
That's all for ENN this week.
But tune in next week for more Edinboro news and sports.